Koki go heals. Okay, you got Lucio. Good, 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 good. When you're playing mono support, just let me actually finish that thought before we carry on. So if you are playing mono support, you just have to be very, very self-sufficient in terms of finding health packs. Like, you can't expect to ever get a heal. The healer, especially if it's an Ana, is going to be prioritizing the tank. So as Genji, you want to be using health packs as much. That's just mono healing. With this comp, though, with the Lucio, it actually makes life a lot easier for you. I do not like this attack path in the slightest. You have a Lucio, go high ground. Always go high ground on the power when you have a Lucio. Just much stronger as a path. Luckily, their team does the same thing. The reason why you go high ground is because fighting from up here down to here is a lot easier than fighting from down here up to here. Gives you all the initiative, gives you all the control. Don't like this path at all. Okay, you want to take it steady. Again, like, this is a greedy dash in my mind. Where in my mind is Genji. Dashes like that are good when a fight is starting to break down and already initiated, but there's just nothing stopping their team just pulling back and killing you here. And better teams will start doing that. They will start focusing. I'm happier with this movement here, just getting back out. Not trying to do too much with that, so it's just damage and escape. Luckily, your team does win this fight. The Reaper's doing a good job. Easy confirmed kill for you. This should be a string of confirmed kills for you. As I line up for you to dash down on. Good right clicks. Good, 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 good. Finish the Mercy. Easy. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, this movement I don't like. I don't like the fact that all your team is stood here, in general. I think this is massively overconfident, considering you guys just lost the last game. This Winston is badly overextended. Don't do this as Winston, because this happens. But okay, let's talk about this point on Nepal. So, when you get to this stage, standing here is just a death trap. It's... The reason why it's a death trap, actually, let's just explain that. You want to give the enemy team no opportunities to open the door again. Like, this is the big problem with this positioning, is you are giving the enemy team a chance to come back. Because they can just get the right collection of heroes and just get a pick. And if they get a pick, then suddenly you guys are fucked. Because they could just take the time, go in 6 versus 5 and win. Even though you guys will have ult advantage, they could just get the right hero mix as well because they're adapting to you. You haven't had a chance to change up your comp. They could just pick and win. Luckily, their Winston badly overextends. Winstons, if you are playing and you are watching and you are a Winston player, always keep a tether. Remember, keep that line between you and Ana, because if you don't, you're just going to die. Winston overextends, feeds you guys even more ult charge. You're starting to snowball here. Again, don't like this positioning. Don't like the crouch spamming. Doesn't really do anything. Doesn't help anything. It's pointless showing off. Like, I'm fine with Genji's poking around in the back line, but again, you just want to be careful with it. You want to just keep an eye out, play it careful, poke, 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 build Dragon Blade and be ready for the next fight. Like, that's my objective right now, is just finish off the last 10% of this, and then use that in the next fight. Keeping them back is fine. But again, you guys, again, if D.Va fucks up, you guys will all die to a Graviton Soak, by the way, as well. Like, that's also the other danger here with this positioning. Is you're so clumped up. Did they just talk to a maid? Did I just hear that on the comms? Reaper again, not Reaper. Winston again tries dueling a Reaper for some reason, so that's just feeding you guys even more. D.Va throws a bomb for no reason. I hate these bombs. I said it in the D.Va coaching the many. I'm going to say it again here. D.Va, for the love of Christ, do not just throw a bomb hoping it works. This time it pays off. He gets 3 for some fucking reason that I don't understand. But this is just such a waste. Against better players, this just will not happen. It will just be a wasted ultimate that you could have needed in the next push. This should be a bunch of free kills for you guys as you go in and clean up the rest of them. That's actually good, because you have an advantage. You can go in now, CC initiative.
Now they have 5 ping. Oh my god.
Why did Reaper just ult? I don't know. This is also incredibly greedy. Again, you're giving them a chance to open the door. Imagine this with me. You jump over here and this Reinhardt's just charging, and he catches you, and you're dead. That's an ultimate unavailable for the next fight, and that's just you dead. Or if they just, like, Ana hit you in the ass twice here, you die. There is no reason to be that aggressive. It's just pointless showboating, but it's the fastest way to lose a match. You are giving the enemy team an opportunity to come back into this game by doing that. And like I said, this is again why I said, you are your own worst enemy here. Now that they've changed to the Reinhardt, you have to be very careful. If they still have Reinhardt and Winston as Genji, you cannot dash into their team anymore. Okay, so they don't actually have the Winston. That's actually good for you. You still have to be very, very careful about dashing into the team, just because this is such a close range damage team, and your priorities are now very heavily shifted. There is nothing here you can pick off, aside from probably the Mercy, and maybe the Lucio if he takes some damage, but Lucio is very hard to pick. So, your priority now, build Dragon Blade, use Dragon Blade with Ana, help clean up on every team fight. That is your role as Genji in this meta, in the heavy tank lineup. Reaper is your main damage source. If there is an opportunity, then follow up on the Reaper. This Reinhardt's, again, they're sort of overextending for no reason. Very good save there by the Reinhardt. I think that dash is a little if you coordinate with the Ana, that dash is fine. But I didn't hear any coordination with the Ana. Maybe you did? No. So if you're going to do an air dash, make sure you tell Ana, I'm going to dash into the air, Nano boost me, but I get you don't even need this, I think, for this fight. Reinhardt's barrier is sub 1,000. They're very heavily extended. That lands. I think I'm fine with the Dragon Blade there. It wins the team fight outright. That's a really stupid ult out of her. They got the res, so you have to be ready for the counter engage. I'm fine with us staying on the Mercy. That's perfectly fine. Good, 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 good. Get a kill on the Mercy. Dashes back through the team. Your team's already got the follow-up. Beautiful. Their team had to fight this and had to win this as well. So, like, looking at the meta objective, yeah, I'm really fine with that Dragon Blade. Really. I think they just got fucked. Like, they were trickling in. They were jockeying for position when they didn't need to as well. Like, they had major issues by just constantly overextending and going into that choke point for no point. He deflected the Zarya ult? I don't think he did. That's their Zarya ult. Oh, no, he did. Did he? No, did Zarya just get... Does their Zarya fuck up here? Oh my god, their Zarya fucks up so badly there. Holy shit. If you're playing Zarya, guys, and you're in this situation, they have a D.Va and they have a Genji, you want to be very fucking careful about when you fire Graviton Surges or this happens. There's no way that this should... I mean, she even just fired it into deflect. That's absurd. I thought it was our Zarya that did that. That's just bad play by their Zarya. Their Zarya just threw there. Like, he was deflecting for the fire strike and he gets a Graviton Surge. No wonder they lose. Okay, they fucked up. NRG graph. I think that's harsh on NRG. Not entirely incorrect. I was watching NRG earlier today. My boy Numlock's been having a bad tournament. He had a really bad day yesterday. Jesus Christ. Like, he fired an Earth Shadow and it just missed, like, everyone on the point on Ilios somehow. It was just horrible to see. Feels bad, man. Anyway, Sanctum. Sanctum. Interesting map for Genji. There's a lot of very good dash paths. Like, this is where you can snowball like crazy, but you have to be so careful when trying to do it. Again, in my mind, when I play this map, I'm thinking like an opportunist. I'm thinking such like an opportunist. I will just be poking along here. I actually won't be going around this outside path. I just don't, like, there's just no cover here. I know you can just jump in, but like, where are you jumping to? There's just no cover. Just stay with the team. No reason to do this fancy shit. Because, like, they could just nail you here. And this is just ridiculously suicidal. Like, they should just kill you there. This movement, again, just risky, pointlessly showboaty. There's so many things that could have gone wrong here. So just imagine with me, you run in here, and then Roadhog hooks you. Dead. Pointless. It's pointless. Stick with your team. There's no reason to do this. It's, again, you're giving the opportunity to the enemy team to do things. Luckily, the Roadhog wasn't there. That could have gone wrong in so many ways. Okay, this is to me building up ultimate. Fine. Build up ultimate. Try and get back out. Zenyatta's badly overextended. Okay, this is focused out. This is where I'll be saying to my team to burn Zenyatta, because Zenyatta should not be doing this. That's a really bad position from Zenyatta. And again, just take it steady. I would not be getting this close at the moment. You're on 83%. You're trying to fight a Roadhog. You struggle fighting the Roadhog. Like, you didn't actually necessarily need to do this and take this risk at the moment. Doesn't matter too much. You do manage to get back out. I think someone might have just died to Roadhog. No, he stays alive. Luckily, Soldier almost died to that. And again, just building up the Dragon Blade and being ready for the next fight. That will be absolutely fine. Keeping pressure on Soldier. I'm fine with that. Dashing before that would have been nice. I always like to start with... Like, I would have jumped here and dashed onto him and then drawn the blade. But honestly, I'm fine with this as well. Just swing, easy kill. Should be cleaning up on the back line here. This should just tidy up the rest of this fight. Of course, you don't manage to get the Roadhog. You're keeping him busy though, he's not doing anything. He gives you a nice amount of charge, we're only on 20% more. The rest of your team should just be able to follow up. Pharah in the air, Pharah. Pharahs, never do this, please. There's two things you've got to avoid, Genji and D.Va. Genji's in front of you, do not barrage. And this is just them playing badly at the moment. Now they've basically thrown good money after bad because Soldier 76 decided to ult for no reason. You guys can just take it slow and steady. There's no point to do that movement, you're safe behind the pillar anyway. Just exposing yourself and looking flash while doing it. Okay, Zarya's building barrier on you, that's actually good at the moment. Now you want to be getting out, now you want to be dashing this way. Good. Heal back up. Ready to full. Like, use the Lucio heals, stick with your team, build up ultimate, look for an opportunity. Play the opportunist. I'm fine with this. I would not dash into this. This Zenyatta is suicidal. This is my focus target now. Zenyatas, don't do this. Why are you out here? There's no protection for you. This just happens instantly. Now they've basically committed 2 ultimates and they have no Zenyatta to heal. Bit of confused movement out of that, but hey, we survive anyway. We have a nano boost, we're on 99%. Would have been nice to hit something with that dash, just get that ultimate a little bit faster. Nice easy kill on the Lucio. Don't know why we're chasing D.Va at the moment. Maybe there's no other targets available. If there is, then that would have been better. Just double checking. Yeah, that's what I was sort of afraid of. So we walk out here. What do we see? We've got Lucio coming into the point. That's our primary target. I think I would have looked still. I would have probably just turned and done like a quick 360 or just something to check for other targets, because chasing this D.Va isn't the best use of this Dragon Blade at the moment. And I think Soldier sets up on the crossfire and just starts doing dirty things. Spotting him out would have been more valuable. Like, your entire team's over here, they can deal with the D.Va. Okay, this guy's even asleep. Easy kill. Being fair, your team should have called, Anna should have called Soldier asleep on like crossfire or something, and just put that out there. Because now what's happening, the Soldier's killing your entire team. And they've taken back the point. Good, Graviton, just dash through this. Don't like the right clicks there. I think you actually might have just fucked yourself with that. So highest priority right now is just to dash through it, because once one kill happens, you'll do the following, and this is what I'm noticing right here. Right here. That guy's on 1 hit point. Right clicking there was just the wrong decision. Just left, like, you want to look so fast and just like go, that guy's on 25 hit points, left click. Get the next kill, dash back through. Get the next kill, dash back through. Because Zenyatta's actually managed to stay alive and fire off Transcendence, heal the entire team. Split second quicker, you might have been able to stop that. Very, very minor thing though. Like, honestly, that's a little bit unrealistic. And hey, what is this? Okay, that's all finished now. You should be contributing to this fight. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're showboating. We're contesting the point, but we're showboating. You don't even have to like win this fight necessarily speaking. And like contesting, you're not buying time by contesting. You're not doing anything by contesting. So just standing here? Yeah, like what the fuck? You could have dashed through, rejoined your team and be a big part of this next team fight. Instead you just die and they get the point. Again, giving the enemy team a chance, giving the enemy team an opening. It's completely unnecessary. And now they have an opening to get back into this game. Like, imagine if your team had an extra DPS in that last fight, instead of just standing around trying to look cool. You don't look cool. You look a little bit silly. Chasing the Pharah. I'm never that keen on like Pharah dashes unless you think you can get the kill. The reason is simple. This Pharah is still on full hit points. The right click's not going to kill her. Like, only one of those shurikens is realistically going to hit. Even with the dash, she still got like 125 hit points. You are now badly out of position. And she could just kill your entire team because she knows Genji isn't there anymore. So she kills your support. You do start to hunt her down. And again, it's just a small minor thing. Now she's back in the team. She's getting healed up. Low priority right now. High priority for you is this number. High priority is that number. Let's get the rest of the Dragon Blade. Let's just spam into the tanks, get the Dragon Blade, go in the Sound Barrier. Sound Barrier plus Dragon Blade, win the next team fight easy. This motion to me is a little bit pointless. You might be able to just pull this off. Like, they are pretty low. You have got the Dragon Blade out. You also have sights. Yeah, they have sights, actually, and Sound Barrier, so we're just holding on. Sacrifice this fight. Don't need to overcommit. Good. It's like he's already learned from the first time that he did this. So again, just very quick adaptations. Like, you're shifting your priorities. Suddenly they've committed a huge number of ultimates. We don't have to throw bad money after good. Let's get out. But I think this entire motion, like, let's keep going back. I think this entire motion here, where we run away, there's no reason why we shouldn't be helping with that diva and just building up like the last 10% of this and being ready. Because we have sound barrier, we could very easily just get sound barrier for next team and sound barrier and Dragon Blade very quickly and then just kill them all. This contribution is kind of minimal because he just gets sound barrier and healed up, and you haven't built your Dragon Blade before they built their ultimates. They use their ultimates first, they win the team fight. They have even more of an opening now. They're starting to climb. Luckily, you have, like, you can take the time. Luckily, this is why, like, meta objective is so important. You have the luxury of just backing out here. Like, you can just back out, take it slow, breathe in, breathe out, relax. This is where I'll be saying on comms, like, don't trickle in, like these guys are doing.
Sorry, please do not use your ult until I get back.
That's a little bit greedy. I appreciate the spirit of it, but you need to make sure that Yana's in position to follow up on that as well. That's how you confirm that kill when his head isn't pointing towards you. If his head is pointing towards you, by the way, right click and dash will just kill him instantly. Just as a mini fact, I'm pretty sure this guy knows this, but for the rest of you. Yeah, we want to take it steady. The big thing that we are focusing on right now is very, very simple. We want to demat Diva and then get a big Graviton. If Diva is out of position, then we can get the big Graviton anyway and we win. Like, it's all on their Diva to basically stop this. I'm fine with this. This is silly out of their Lucio. He shouldn't be there. They're just in bad positions. This is easy cleanup for you guys. Rodog goes for a suicide hook as well, because they know it's over. I'm okay-ish with that Dragon Blade. I think I'm okay with it. Like, he has a clear opportunity here to kill Lucio. I would have just left-clicked, I think, rather than just committing the full Dragon Blade, just because, like, if they have Transcendence, for example, you could just be fucked by doing this. Not that you wouldn't be fucked if they have Transcendence when you have Dragon Blade, but still. I would have just left-clicked his head and then just gone for the dash, probably. Rather than just committing the full Dragon Blade. But still, we have enough resources by Diva. We win this round. Say hello to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Let's go. Let's actually check the team lineup. It looks pretty much the same. Yep. Pretty much the same. Okay, so this time, let's not make the same mistakes we made last time. Enemy Diva, why? She just fucked up on her ultimate, I guess. She messed up on her dash and then just gave up. Bit of frame drops here on the recording. Again, I'm fine with hunting this down, especially when it's just like you've got a Lucio, they don't, so you guys instantly take the point. What I will be doing first and foremost is scouting for the enemy team. So they've got a Junkrat and, spoiler, they still have a Pharah. The fact that Junkrat's up here and this Mercy is just isolated, this is your team's burn target. This is where I'll be calling Mercy. Burn Mercy. Because, like, soldiers should just be able to follow up on that. Everyone can follow up on that. Free Mercy kill for you guys. No problem. Otherwise, now the fight is already over. The fight has technically already just been won. They don't have Mercy. They have so much less healing that you guys could just back up, go back to the point, and just start prioritizing targets bit by bit and take it nice and slow. Diva's sort of doing a weird thing here by chasing down the Lucio. Pharah comes in, kills you because you're prancing around outside. Like, I don't know why we're going around here. Jamaica! Welcome, my friend, to the many. Let's get some scrub hype in chat for Jamaica. Welcome. Very good to have you, my friend. So again, at this stage, I'll probably be retreating back towards the point. And just, like, getting my bearings and then figuring out where I want to go from here. Rather than just trying to commit to chasing down a Lucio that's already being dealt with. Because then this happens, you lose track of everything going on around you. And that's the most dangerous thing when you're playing Genji, right? Is when you start to lose track of where everything is going on. Because then Pharah just comes in, just dunks you on the head 3 times and you die. And now it's not so secure on the point, right? Like, you lost, I think your team lost Soldier 76 a little bit earlier. Yeah, so the Junkrat got 76, Pharah gets you. Your team now has so much little damage compared to theirs because they have Pharah and Junkrat, 2 very high damage targets. 2 targets that are very good at killing tanks, incidentally. It's a little bit dangerous now for your team. Just giving them openings. Like, once the Mercy is dead, you can slow it down. Your team can afford to take it slow, take it steady, and just burn them, and just whittle them down slowly. This dash, again, is, I think, greedy. Like, you don't need to use this dash. We're dancing around the pillar for some reason when we should be getting our bearings. This Lucio is low. He's getting healed up, but I think with enough burn focus, you might be able to get him. Imagine if that dash was off cooldown. He was sub 50 hit points. Could have been a free kill. I understand wanting to get back to the point quickly, but don't use valuable resources. Like Genji dash is like you have 3 reliable sources of damage as Genji. Right? You have melee, dash, and your sword. When you overextend with the sword, and when you overextend with dash, like when you don't have dash, it's so hard to finish anything, especially a Lucio. Again, I think we might be a little bit far forward. Just back up, deflect, stay alive. Deflect, deflect, deflect. Don't run right into his face, because even if you do deflect, it will still explode and kill you. Well, it won't kill you, perhaps, but it'll put you low enough where it's risky. I'm fine with this dash, by the way, to go and get some healing if your healers are already busy and occupied. That's perfectly fine. D.Va drops an ult. Okay. We want to take it steady now. We still have control of the point. There's no reason to rush this. We shouldn't be focusing this guy when Mercy's just over there. Good. We're changing focus. 96%. Justice reigns from above. Let the point deal with that. Trying to build up, trying to build up, trying to build up. Good, we got ult. Sound barrier's up. Good. Okay, now's your cue to go time. Ideally, your team will be communicating. Like, this is what tilts me about platinum and diamond level play. Is this would be so much easier if Lucio was just saying like, okay, sound barrier, almost sound barrier, and you were saying, hey, almost got Dragon Blade, almost got Dragon Blade. And sound barrier, Dragon Blade. Especially if they only get 1 kill off the back of this. Like, this is free as fuck now. Let's break it down, Dragon Blade, okay. There's the Q, you're already in position. Let's get some good kills there. Fire at will goes into the point, let's just clean up D.Va, no problem, rather than chasing the Roadhog. Good. Just with the burn target there. Lucio fucks up on the enemy team, puts a Dragon Blade down, puts a Sound Barrier down. When there's only 2 tanks alive, just basically throws that ultimate away. Or still the Junkrat's still around somewhere, but who cares about Junkrat right now? Back it up, take it steady, don't die. You die, unfortunately. Again, I think there's this overcommittal to get picks when we don't need to. Where is that Junkrat anyway? I'm curious. I think he's behind you, yeah. Weird that he's over there. Again, that's one thing that could just be solved by communication in team. It's just your team members saying, hey, so-and-so's over here. Because I think if you knew where the Junkrat was, then he'd be the obvious focus target. Rather than just going for the Roadhog. Which I'm fine with going for the Roadhog here, because he's just going to build up your ultimate that little bit faster. You drop a bit low, run back to get healing. That's good. Good movement. What is this why is this Junkrat allowed to be here? He shouldn't be. The team should call that out. It's like a free kill. If people say, hey, Junkrat's over there. There's the ledge dash, ladies and gents. So yeah, this is pre-current patch. In current patch, guys, ledge dash does not work anymore. I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed. So don't bother. Again, we're contesting. I'm fine with this contesting. We're just building up percentage points. Like, this kind of stalling is honestly very, very useful. A little bit sad that you get caught by the trap, but fine. We're just deflecting. We just want to keep this contested for as long as possible. If we can get this to 99%, then that's a massive win. Roadhog lands the hook, gets the kill, but you've got to right-click anyway, building up ultimate. We decided to change to the Reaper anyway. Fine with that as well, just because they have so many targets you'll be good against. Genji is going to be less than useful here, especially with the Junkrat spamming damage around us. So let's finish out on the Reaper. So we're on 99% now. Now it's honestly fine to relax a little bit. If you think it's going to go, it's going to go, but it looks like your team has actually managed to hold it. They just dropped the beat. Again, take it slow. Like, don't overcommit here. Just wear that down. Wear down the Winston. Call out the focus target. Like, this is where you should be calling out burn Winston, he's low. Come back. You should be slapping damage into this. There is no reason why on the approach, we've just reloaded. We have 8 shots. Putting damage into this is honestly incredibly useful, just because if there's anyone on the point that needs to do anything, bring them up to actually get past this. Like, this is 3 shots from you alone. 2 shots from you alone could probably just put a massive dent into this. Okay, it's a bit more than 3 shots. But it's still not much contribution. It doesn't take much to burn through it. But they've contested the point. We're done. Pull the fuck out. I'd be saying to Lucio, speed, let's back up. Because all we're doing now is setting up to get hooked. Luckily, your Zarya managed to save someone. You guys can actually reinitiate. And that could have gone so badly. Like, there's no reason to stay that far forward. It'll be so easy for them to get a pick. And again, it's that thing of opening the door. You don't want to open the door. Say a little bit early on the ultimate, but still works out. Still perfectly fine. I'd just hold that for a second or 2 longer. It still works out though, it's fine. Otherwise, again, I'm fine with this positioning. Although now that he's gone full gorilla, you want to be going back there. But the second you see this guy, like, there's the right idea, wrong execution. Okay, so Winston's gone to the point. Here in Primal Rage, my thought as Reaper now is going to be, I am the one who can kill this fastest. I need to get back to the point. But we spot this. This is a complication. He's coming from spawn. He has hook. Focus on evading that first. Like, even just using Wraith form at that point, just to get onto the point, would be worthwhile. Because by making what is technically the correct decision here, by going and dealing with the Winston, in my mind, at least that's what I'd be doing. But by not doing it safely, again, giving the enemy team an opening. Just giving them a way back in, where if they kill you, suddenly your team has a vulnerability where you've just lost a lot of damage. They have an opportunity. Luckily, your team still has enough resources to win this fight. And they should struggle to contest this one even further. Now they're really desperate, just like running in one by one. This should just be quick kills, and this should just be GG. So, general advice. Like, general words of advice while we go through the victory screen, then I'll cast play the game. You're your own worst enemy. Like, the showboaty shit, cut it out. It's such an easy way to throw a game, and you'll kick yourself every time. And when it works, you look cool, but when it doesn't work, you look like the biggest fucking moron. If you want to look good playing Overwatch, play consistently, play well, and other people will just recognize it. Like, when I play Ana, I can spot when I have a good Genji on my team, and I know he's a good Genji, and I will even say, well played, Genji, well played, well played, well played. You will get fucking praise and accolades just by playing well. You don't need to overcommit. You don't need to go for big flashy plays. You just need to be consistent and do your job. Calm that down, and you are honestly a very competent Genji player. Your left clicks are on point. The right clicks are on point. In general, the dashes are a bit overcommitted, but your aim is perfectly fine. Your aim is good. You're your own worst enemy. Play simple, play secure, play steady, and it'll be perfectly fine. I'm sassy tonight because I have this, like, my overwhelming thing with Overwatch, okay? I guess we get chat back on. Hello, chat. Thank you, off-colored. Yeah, leave the flash to see, like, if your name isn't Chatterburn, don't do it. The reason why I hark on about this is because I've always held the belief, right, that if you are good at something, you know, like, one of my favorite things, like, have you guys watched Game of Thrones? And, like, in season 2, season 3, this is a very old spoiler, it's got to be season 3. It might even be season 4 with how the TV show worked out. I don't remember. But it's Tywin Lannister, who's my favorite character in the series, talking to Joffrey, and Joffrey shouting, I am the king, I am the king, I am the king. And then Tywin just says, you know, a true king doesn't have to tell anyone, or something like that. And he just has some very poignant line that just shuts him down instantly. It's like, you know, a true king doesn't have to announce it. A true fucking master of Genji never has to say he's a master of Genji. He shows that he's a master of Genji. He just kills absolutely everything. And you don't have to do these big flashy plays. And even as like a YouTuber, like if you want it, like, you know, you've recorded this for YouTube. I've also seen on you've got like a YouTube channel. You're recording and uploading footage today. If you want to go check out his footage, I think it's just Restalt is his YouTube channel. You know, other gameplay footage. So if you want to go check him out, like, feel free and be nice. Be nice. And I'm harsh, but I'm harsh for a reason. I'm harsh to say, like, you're a good player and you fuck yourself, and it breaks my heart to see it, because you could be so much better if you cut the crap out. And it's like, I was watching this and thinking, because I get sent a bunch of videos, and I get sent some occasionally where I'm just thinking, yeah, this guy sent me a video where he's just played really well and he just wants to show off a little. And I almost got that impression with this one, but then I started seeing the mistakes, and I started seeing things like, he's out of position, and he's not doing well, and he's like, this is an overcommit, this is a mistake. And it's just like, okay, no, there's some really good advice here. You are a good player. You could easily climb to Diamond in the current season. You could probably even climb to Master. If you cut the shit out, communicate with your team, communicate who you're focusing on, make sure that you're linking up with your Ana as much as possible in terms of Nanoboost, making sure you're linking up with Zenyatta in terms of coordinating Discord Orb, so you know who the Discord orb's on, who to follow up, and who to kill. And then, yeah, it's like, perfectly fine. I've always held that belief, though, that if you are good at the game, you never... Yeah, any man who says, I am the king is no true king. Thank you, Logos. It's, you know, if you want to become the king, you don't have to announce it. How do you get a game review? Very, very good question. You know, if you do want to send in your footage, send it into OAM reviews. Actually, there's an easy way for me to type this up on screen. Probably not. but yeah, OAM reviews, so, you know, OAM reviews at gmail.com. Send in some footage that you've recorded. The best way to do it, if you have a NVIDIA card, use Shadowplay to record it, and then you can just upload that to YouTube. And then just send that to me. To make sure to include the link. I've been sent some that have like a description and a rating. It says, you know, oh, I didn't think I played very well this game. And then there's just no link or anything. It's just like, for fuck's sake, guys. One of the videos just to play the game you want to brag about. Send it anyway, maybe. If you really think it's cool, like tweet it at me, and I'll probably retweet it if it is really fucking cool. Stop being a little dick. Stop being a little bitch and play it. Like, that's the thing. He's a good player. This guy is good. He knows what he's doing. He's landing shots. He's landing left clicks, right clicks. So it breaks my heart to see. Is it correct to think that Genji Dash isn't supposed to be used for getting into a fight unless you have Dragon Blade? You use it to finish someone and escape. Generally, yes. Best count, like, the moment the way I think of it is this. The way I've used my dash, unless I'm getting a kill, I've committed. And sometimes, even when trying to get a kill, you don't get the refresh anyway. Artie, if you have a good game on Symmetra, send it in. Like, I want to see it. I want to see it just for my viewing anyway. Artie, of course, is a stream regular. Good to see him as well. Best counter to Genji at lower ranks, Winston. Winston's a good counter to Genji at any rank. Like, he can't outplay a Winston. Winston can just follow Genji anywhere and just shut him down. If you are being outplayed by a Genji, Winston's the best way to do it. Will nerfs to Anna's healing biotic grenade and Roadhog's hook cooldown turning to current tech heavy meta? Yes, basically. Especially the healing on biotic grenade. Anna's biotic grenade is sort of one of the major contributors to that. Only 6 minutes, so you post it on the Discord. Okay, works for me. Let's see. Questions. Are there any more questions? Now's a good time. What about a Widowmaker game? Like I need to do, I haven't done coaching the mini on Widowmaker yet. The problem with coaching Widowmaker is it's all positioning, and it's very map dependent, but in general, yeah, I could do it. How to approach the Rhine Shield as a Genji? Carefully. So, one, you're getting into position, like, do not be afraid of just lobbing shurikens at it. Again, any free damage you can do to a Reinhardt shield is always a good idea. There's a Discord? Yes, there is. Off-colored can find the link for it. Feel free to go and join. But, you know, don't be afraid to throw free shurikens at it, and shuriken, whittle it down, and then find a flank route. And then you just want to be a bit careful with it. Again, you want to be, the way I play it, Genji, and we'll see this in a second when we go into what I'm going to be doing afterwards. The way I approach Genji is very slow, very methodical. I just slowly try and build up an ult. I'm very opportunistic. I take it very slowly, build up a Dragon Blade, and then try and win with the Dragon Blade. I don't try and force anything. I take it very, very slow. Is it worth playing Genji in the current meta if you can react fast enough to deflect Graviton surges? If you can do it consistently, then you should be in fucking Master and Grandmaster. Like, then yes, if you can do it. But then they don't really run Zaryas that often. Although Zarya might come back in. Like, we're seeing from the MLG Vegas tournament, Zarya, I think, has been a very big part of that. I think Harblue today played a very good Zarya. He got very consistent Graviton surges out, which I think, like, the analyst desk talked about, like, Harblue, didn't talk about him as Roadhog. It might not be the legend that it used to be. It probably isn't, but his Zarya play was fucking spot on. He managed to get past, oh, why am I blanking? Mirek? I don't remember his name. The new envious diva. Managed to get past him so many times. And that shouldn't happen that freely. Any advice on keeping SA on Genji and Tracer? I lose track myself. Others when I'm jumping and dashing around. So I imagine you mean like tracking them. Just get used to their movement. Like, that's something that comes with practice. Like, you can sort of predict where Tracers are going to blink. Just if you play, especially if you play Tracer, you can kind of guess what they're going to be doing. With Tracer especially, if you're playing Genji against Tracer, just keep in mind the recall. And honestly, it's a very, very pointless battle, because either of you can disengage at any time. Like, Tracer on Tracer only works when you have enough time to go and hunt down the enemy Tracer actively. And that's only usually when you have an advantage anyway. I've never been a big fan of Tracer on Tracer, and I think Tracer on Genji is just, ugh. Like, as Genji, you're looking to finish off the Tracer. If there's some damage, then you can quickly get in and get the kill before she can recall and react to it. But otherwise, don't over-engage on Tracer. Deflect is very, very good on Tracer, though. New Symmetra triggers even Master and Grandmaster Genjis? Yes, of course. Symmetra is a fucking hard counter to Genji. Always has been. So we're at 4,200. John Crack goes Symmetra, and then 9 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Do you think she's too strong now? He used her with less than an hour of playtime. If he's that good, he probably has big awareness. Also, I just think people are bad in general at dealing with the new Symmetra. Like, I think when people learn where the generators get placed and how important it is to blitz that down, like, I think people just get better at hunting it down and killing it. And when that happens, then she'll just drop out of favor, because then Winston just hard counters her. The only thing you could commit is some Roadhog or Reaper. Send in some Reaper. Like, we've done one Reaper game, but it was only like half Reaper, so I wouldn't mind doing a full Reaper. Do you think tank damage needs to be lower since they seem to be DPS plus right now? Seems like they're stealing the show from the damage characters. Yes and no. I think Roadhog's hook needs definite cooldown reduction. I think otherwise we're actually okay. It's just right now, like Roadhog does enough damage to be the only tank buster, and tank busting in general has been weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. I just think the tanks need to be a little bit less tanky. Sounds weird to say, but right now they're so easy to heal up, so easy to keep alive, and so strong when combo with each other that it becomes a real problem. Is there a way to escape Ryan's ult if he chooses single ult you while you ult? No. A good Reinhardt, like Earthshatter is the hardest counter in the game to good Genjis. Like when they are trying to run Nano Boost plus Blade, so when they're trying to run Nano Blade, Reinhardt should be saving his Earthshatters just for that, because that just shuts it down instantly, and you've just saved your entire team, usually. So it's honestly very much worth saving it. So is there a way to escape Reinhardt's ult if you choose to single ult you while you ult? Just be aware of the fact that Reinhardt could have Earthshatter, and if he Earthshatters you, then okay, like that's a fair trade by them. What's a good counter against the new Symmetra? Yeah, Mickey, that's the one. What's a good counter against the new Symmetra? Winston is great for just mopping up a turrets because you just literally spin around and kill all of them. Otherwise, you just got to get someone into the backline. D.Va's actually very good at getting into the backline and just killing off the generator. Just make sure you kill off the generator every time she puts it up. Is Solar Healer even a viable team comp? With Symmetra, yes. But they have to be good. And you probably want Ana, and then you want to have Roadhog, you want to have Soldier 76, you probably want a Reinhardt. Yeah, so let me see. So the team comp will be Symmetra, Ana, Soldier 76, Roadhog, Reinhardt, and probably, yeah, just, you know, mix in for flavor after that as well. Doesn't really matter about the 6 too much. Probably some more damage. But you want to have stuff that can generally look after itself and take care of itself. Genji usually wins Genji versus Tracer. I'd say yeah. Like, Genji will just land the burst damage. Like, when you get good enough at it, you will just land a headshot or two and then just instantly finish the fight. As Tracer, you want to generally try and land a clip on him and then just disengage. Oh, situational awareness. Okay. You lose track of where he himself is. Ooh. That's just practice. You just get used to it. I saw in the teaching Roadhog video you had recommended Cry and Cox plays Resident Evil. Do you like Cryotic? I like their series. I like their Cry and I've been actually rewatching their Resident Evil series. I'm a big fan of Jesse Cox and I like Cry in that series. I don't watch too much Cry on my own, on his own though. I haven't gone and look at him. Genji was a flavor of ice cream. What would he be? Mint chocolate chip. Nerf. Anna gets nerfed. Yep, Mist has it correct. Yeah, maybe because she can heal herself. There we go. I think we are pretty much done on this. Isn't Hog with Shield pointless? Like. No, it's hard to kill him. Like, Tracer's actually a good mix in there, but it just makes them even harder to remove. It's like the 75 shields, even though it seems like a minor thing when he's already 600, it's still fucking good. Do you think Ana needs to tune down in the heal output or ult cooldown when playing DPS? It feels like damage is tanks sample in the enemy team. That's the biggest problem in the game right now. That's why her super fast healing with the heal grenade is a big problem. Because this is the biggest problem in the game at the moment, where unless you can confirm a kill, then it feels like you are just helping the enemy team. And that's why the tanks are so strong, because they can build ultimates very quickly on stuff like Nano Boost, and then it just becomes a big snowballing problem. It's why like stuff like pick damage or poke damage isn't very useful. Why stuff like Tracer, like me and Mr. playing last night, and you guys on stream might have seen this, but we had a Tracer on our team who was saying like, yeah, I'm tunneling into this Roadhog, I'm shooting this Roadhog, and he's got 2 people healing him. Clearly, like, he's being overhealed. It's just like, no, you're just charging 3 ultimates. And they could just out-heal everything you're doing. This guy was like 3.8k. He should know this by now, that all he is doing is fueling the enemy team. Anyway, I think we are about done on this. How to train with Genji other than just play him? Playing him is just the best way to do it, to be honest. Practice range, yeah, practicing shurikens at long range, getting used to the movement, making sure you know how wall climb works. So you remember you only get 1 wall climb until you land, and then you can wall climb again. And just be very aware of that. Otherwise, just practice on the moving bots. You could try doing the Ana headshot training, but I don't think that would be too useful. But yeah, I think we are done here. We'll see more Widow. Nope. Not until she stuff kills. Anyway, that's it. So I'm going to do my outro for YouTube. So remember, if you do want to send it in, oamreviews@gmail.com. Send it in. So put in the title, the hero name, and the rank that it is played at. I have been Josh's One Voice Amongst Many. Hopefully this has been useful. Make sure that you come and join us on Twitch. When we are doing these, I stream 5 nights a week from 10 p.m. GMT to 1 a.m. GMT. So that's 11 p.m. in Central European. It's about 2 p.m. in California time. I'm sure you can figure it out from there. And that's Thursday to Monday. Otherwise, bye YouTube. Toodles.